You're going to give us a song, Phil?
I'll give you a song in a minute. I can tell you after all if you want. Right, lovely.
When in the Arden,
Mr. Norris. Edward Allen.
You love that.
I'm up you. I am opening it up for Alan Edward Norris.
Edward Allen.
Edward Allen Norris.
We've all gone, I've just got back
How do you know all the flies? You don't know. You can't get any. Here we go. You have drawn Moat Outer 111.
I'll take that.
There you go.
Right, good morning fish people, I'm Alan Norris from FishOn TV. It is Saturday the 17th of February and I'm here at Hallcroft again, can you believe it? For another qualifier for the golden rod. And as you've seen, I've drawn peg 111 on outer moat. Very, very happy with that. That is the end peg. I just cannot complain at that. The only trouble is I've just been told, can't believe it, I'm actually competing in the zone with peg 11 over here. That's won every match so far. That is the only problem with where I've drawn. But I should get some fish there. Let's just hope that the guy who was on 11 gets it wrong and I get it right. So we'll get down on the bank, it'll be method only, and we'll see how we get on, folks. Looking forward to it. There should be some fishes caught today. Right, what I will say is, I forgot to mention, to qualify for your golden rod, you've got to win your zone of 20. There are 3 zones of 20. I've just arrived at the peg. The wind's blowing in, so all looks good. And we'll see how we get on. Just don't know how it's going to go. I'm hopeful. Right, peg 111. There you go. Can't really see the first one. It is the end peg. Never fished it before, but just going off what I can see, I've got a little plan in my mind. I'm just going to go out. It's going to be method. I've got corn. I'll probably be baiting margins up with corn and stuff like that a bit later on. My plan was to bait something down the middle, but as you'll see in a minute, I'm not sure that's a great idea. I think I'm just going to sort of dob about around the bankings, corners. There's a lot more colour in it than there was a week or so ago, so I'm not bothering with bread. And it's dead simple. It's only taken me 20 minutes, 25 minutes to get ready. So I'll have a look at my peg and then I'll show you my baits and stuff like that. So there we go. Right, so here we are, end peg. As you can see, wind blowing in. It's got to be good, that is. If it's been blowing that way for the last few days, it's been a warmish wind. It's fairly mild today, so you've got to fancy maybe some fish down here later on. Certainly be starting sort of here. Be off the bank, I can go closer to the bank and sort of work along. Maybe start to herd them into a corner a little bit, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. If I'd have been on open water there, I would have probably had like a middle line I'd bait up and stuff like that, but not today. I think it's a case of out there, I'm not going to go straight to that corner. I'm 100% certain there'll be fish there. It's snag city. I'm going to have to hold my rod and try and drag them out. Try and keep off it a little bit. I'm not going to get too close. There's reeds, there's snags, there's branches, and that's where they'll be. They'll be in cover, but I'm going to see if I can pick some up in front of me. I'll start maybe 3 or 4 metres off the bank to start with. Have a look closer on the chuck, move across 3 or 4 metres off, have a look closer, and just keep working along and hope I keep picking a few fish up. If I pick 1 or 2 fish up, I'll stay on it till it goes a bit funny, then move. Only problem is, like I said earlier, I'm in with the end peg 11. Now that has won every single match that the golden rod's had. You just can't beat it, but you never know. You just never know. I don't know who it is that's on that peg. I don't know how well he knows the venue. you've got to take it they're all decent anglers and they're going to know what they're on with, so somebody will give him some info. Well, that's it. I don't think I'm going to bother having a look short. I think only time I'll go short is down here. I think they're going to be just over there. It's two 10-foot rods. I've got my Centris 420, 020 mainline. It's the Superior carbon active, 10 foot, and we're just going to have a little banjo feeder, and we're going to have 019 size 12 and a little wafter on, and I've got a backup one with exactly the same stuff on, and then this is my bait up rod if I fancy chucking a little feeder out with double corn and where I've baited up or wherever. It's definitely for baiting up. It's just a little 11-foot rod for baiting up, and if I fancy trying a bit of corn separate without the method, I'm hoping I won't have to mess about going down that line. Just hoping method and catch. Right, there you go. It's me sorted. We've got 20 minutes before the off. Get the camera sorted, get my gear sorted, and we'll see you guys during the match. I'm looking forward to it. It's probably about the best peg I've drawn in a goldenrod competition. Just got to try and beat the unbeatable. Right, over and out. Just getting my gear ready, and I forgot to show me bait tray. Dead simple, really simple. So we've got Fishery micros. The yellow ones have been coloured up with the super spicy meat dye from Bag and Match Baits. So there's half of them soaked up in with the yellow. There's the F1 sweet in as well for a bit of flavour. I've got some corn there for baiting up, different wafters, a couple of different sprays for smell, hook changes. That's it. How easy is that? Get in. Testing. Come on, the caps, end pegs, everything else. Come on. Tony's changed it to half past. Already? Come on. Yeah, I'm going to ring Kinder. They must have changed times. Damn it. Well, we'll try again. It's 1/4 past. Nice little cup of coffee. All ready. On 14 any sec now. There we go. And we'll get that ready for the next cast to go a bit closer. Right. I've just been told, because I know where we had the Kinder, he's giving me orders. He said get tight up. There's a couple of areas I need to be tight up, so I'm going to work along. Starting at that bush in front of me. said don't give it too long until you go to towards that corner. So there's a couple of little bare banks there. That's where I'll be working to, and I'm going to be tight up to there. So we'll see how we get on. Next cast I'll be tight up to that, and I'm going to move along if I haven't had anything. So in theory, they should start moving that way. We shall see. Apparently I didn't know this. Apparently there used to be a bridge here or something. Right. We'll see you guys during the match, and let's hope we get a few carp. A bite. Just changed to a white wafter. Trying different wafters, and it's gone round in less than a minute. I've had no indications whatsoever, and then it's just gone round. £50 and 102's winning our zone apparently. And this feels like a better fish than the last two. About £4. That's better. Just can't quite get my finger to it. Maybe £4. Yeah, definitely £4. I'll give him. So let's we've got just over 2 hours left. I've put some bait down to my right. There's the second platform. Just check that wafter's sitting right. Yep. I've got to give that another go. Go. Let's see if we can get another one. Exactly the same spot as last time. Let's hope there's some fish turned up. I've changed my waiting time from 6 minutes to 10 minutes. I've been doing that for a while now. I just didn't see it pointing going in and out, and there were just no indications of any fish whatsoever, so I don't want too much bait there, not at this time of year. Like I said, the bit of bait I've put down there for sort of medium type feederfuls with corn and micros in. I'll leave that for an hour, then have a look. Oh, liner, and I've not had a liner for God knows how long. So that's a good sign. And that was a carp liner for sure. So even though I've had 6 fish, I've only got £11. 50's winning the zone. They've got less fish, but bigger fish. Just spoke to Mark Roger, he's doing alright, end peg 58 I think it is. He reckons he's got about £50. He's just said he's had like 9, 10, 12 pounders. They're the ones you could do with to boost your weight up for sure. And will that go around again? Come on. Alan at the side of me here, I think he's had 2 or 3 skimmers, he says. This winter fishing, it's not easy. I mean, you've got to fancy it here for a boatload of fish, but it's just not happened. I've had a quick look in the corner down there, not a sign. So where I've baited up is probably about 2 metres off the platform. It's just where it starts going a little bit deeper. And we'll have a look down there, hopefully for a really good finish. That's what I'm after. But if the fish are that size, I need quite a few of them, but it's just not happening. Definitely twiddling my thumbs for a couple of hours. No signs whatsoever. And I've just had another liner there. So let's just hope the switch on, get the heads down, and start dragging my rod in. Come on. I was hoping it might go round while you're on, because it literally went straight round. Less than a minute, I think, or about a minute. And that's what I've noticed with Hallcroft when we're fishing for these carp in these kind of matches. You tend to get your fish in the first 4 minutes. Another little liner, but it looked skimmerish to me, did that. Come on, go around. I'm probably about, I've been told it is quite deep, just off the bank. I'm probably about 12 inch off. Maybe it's hard to tell from here. 12 to 18 inch tops off the bank. And the line's sinking quite quickly from the far bank, so there's definitely a bit of depth there. Let's just hope we get 1 or 2 more fishies. Right, updates later. Oh, 3 casts later, it's gone round again. Word on the bank is that 102 has got £60 now. He's smashing it. It's come to life. These little ones, they aren't half lively. Gotcha. Another one round about the £4 mark. 3.5 to £4, definitely. Bottom lip as it should be. There we go. All set. Hoping for another one. Right, so up to £15, so we need plenty of those, don't we, people? Right, what's that? Seven fish, is it? 7, 8 fish for £15. I'm sure if they've got 7 or 8 fish up there, they'll have like he's probably got £60, like I say. But these fish are just not coming quite quick enough. We've got an hour and a half left a look down there shortly. A little jab there, like a skimmer type bite. Skimmer's nibbling around the feeder. But there was no mistake in that bite. It bent double that rod. Really bolted off. Oh yeah, why wasn't the timer going then? Right. We'll see how we get on for the rest of the match, eh? Over and out. Another hour or so without a bite, and tried over my bait that I put down to my right. Bumped a skimmer off. Nothing in the corner, not a sign in the corner. Gone back out to where I've been fishing, and it's gone round after 3.5 minutes. But there's only about 20 minutes left now, so it's just not to be, folks. It's not to be. And the carp I've had are probably the smallest I've ever had in here. He's kicked into gear, hasn't he? I thought you were going to come up then. Oh, I couldn't see him then. Got him this time. Yeah, probably the biggest hit day, 4.5 poundish. I think he's quite 5. Okay. I'm not happy about being hooked, are you? That is for sure. Right, there we go. That might have taken me to £20 if I'm lucky. Oh dear. I had big hopes today. I thought, come on. I really thought we were going to have a decent day today. It's not the ultimate flyer, but it can produce on its day, that is for sure. I don't know, you think have you done something wrong, but I've not overfed it, I've not been silly, I've been pretty accurate with casting, apart from when I caught them brambles on the other side. Wood feeder and a bit of bread on the end of works. You don't know, dear, you don't know. I just had in my head, I think it'd be a pellet day today. Been warm for 3 days. Water's not quite as clear. You can only do your best, folks, you can only do your best. So let's get back out there. See if we can get another one. Bang in the spot. So I've been squashing my micros right in, so it's been coming back sometimes empty, sometimes with some on, so there's not tons and tons of micros out there, which is exactly what I wanted. I don't know. It's just not been brilliant. Yeah, there's 16 minutes left, so 3, 4, foot 5 on, maybe £20. We'll see. We'll see what we've got at the weigh-in, eh? What I will say has been noticeable today, I've had a lot of, as if skimmers have been nibbling around it. Were the liners? I don't know. Liners off carp are normally quite big. It's like now it's just going in, in, little taps. You won't be able to see it. Little tap there, little tap there. And that's all I've had. And when it's a carp, it just goes, it's just straight round. So there's no mistaking your bite. And Alan at side of me, he said he's been having the same sort of little taps. So we'll see if we can get another one before end, and then we'll just see what we weighed in. But sounds like this guy on peg 102, I think 102 won it last time with about £90. So we'll see if we can get another one, eh? Well, I think this is a skimmer, mind you, I'm not sure. It's starting to feel like a carp now. I thought it were a skimmer. It certainly wasn't a typical carp bite. It were a bit pathetic, actually. Yeah, and it's motoring of it, so it's definitely a carp. But it really did. It was just nodding. It felt like a skimmer. That literally went round a minute after I turned the camera off. It's definitely a carp. Yeah, we're ready for skimming it across top to start with. Hence the name Skimmers. Oh, I didn't like the feel of that. That went round its fin or something then. It's definitely a carp for sure. He's flexing his fins now. Oh, it feels weird. Bouncing all over the place. Oh yeah. He didn't want to come in then, did he? Look at him, he's wriggling all over the place. Biggest one of the day. Where have they been all day? Where have they been? Now I doubled my weight in 5 minutes. Right. We'll see you guys at the weigh-in. Right, I'm going to have to drive because I've got to get back. I can't set up a presentation because my sister's in a show tonight. Just going off handbrake down. Why is that not going off? Saying my handbrake's on. I'll do it. I'll talk about that in a sec. Right, we're all weighed in. You saw what my tactics are going to be today. Go across, start away from them, then a bit closer to them, and the right distance seemed to be about 2 foot or so, because it does go, it is fairly deep there. Never fished a peg before. I had in my head the right hand corner, there's got to be a load of fish in that corner. Got to be. I know Nick Speed a few years ago, albeit it was a lot warmer, it was in the summer, he's emptied it from there, but I know there's fish reside in that area. So that was the plan. I found one area where I could cast to without catching those hanging over brambles, which I caught twice or 3 times. I couldn't see them. You'd just see your feeders go like that. Bloody things. Makes you look like a right semi-skimmed fisher person yanking it off and splodoshing back into the lake. But anyway, once I got used to how far that were hanging out, I was okay. So I've had an early bream, an early skimmer, and 2 early small carp. Smallest carp I've ever caught at Hallcroft Fishery. Sort of this size. Tiny. I think they've altogether, I might have had £7 with them 4 fish, tops. And then I've had 2 hours with hardly a bite. Nothing. Tried different areas without putting too much bait down. I've fed a line next to the platform towards the corner, about 2 metres or so away, just as it starts to go a bit deeper. I thought I might nick something from there, but nothing. I've chucked right into the corner. In between the bushes, it looks like you're gonna definitely get a carp and get snagged up and lose all your gear, but I never had a sign. Unbelievable. So then you're beginning to think, have I done my micros wrong? Is my wafter not sat right? You check all that. Have I got too big a feeder on? I don't know. You begin to think, why aren't I catching? And then I've started catching 1 or 2. Gone back to the spot I originally planned on hopefully catching most of my fish towards the corner in a bit of a clear bit on the banking, and then an hour without anything again, and I'm just thinking, well, I've got £15 here with 15 minutes to go. I've chucked out and I've had 4 carp in 4 casts, which proves that the setup I got wasn't wrong. Now I know some of you thinking should have tried popped up bread and all that sort of stuff. The water wasn't quite as clear. I didn't fancy popped up bread. I've made my decision, that's that. Popped up bread might have worked, but the guy to my left's tried it today and never had a sign. So that was my theory behind it. I really fancied my chance. I thought that was a real chance to qualify today. £64 or £65 as qualified. That the peg up, I think it was around about 100, 101, 102, that area. He's had big fish, and then he's had nothing for the last half at March. I've ended up weighing my 8 carp and 5 skimmers have weighed £32, 6 ounces, which is a section win. Yeah, happy with that, but disappointed because I thought there was £70–80 to be had out of that corner. And it does make you think, what have I done wrong? I'm not so sure I have. Spoke to a few people in areas where they thought they'd catch, they've not caught anything. So I don't know. I really did fancy it. A little bit disappointed, well, very disappointed actually, but at the end of the day, big learning curve. You cannot count them chickens far too early, trust me. It ended up being a tough day, and them couple of hours just catching half a dozen more would have put me up there with a shout. I needed a couple of big ones, but they weren't. They're all very small carp. So that's that. It's Larford Lakes for me next in the Golden Rod. We'll see how we get on there. I've got Hayfield tomorrow in the carp qualifier, so we'll see how we get on there as well. So there you go, insights from another Golden Rod at Hallcroft. Must try harder, I think. Bit frustrating, to say the least. It was. But anyway, that's all done dusted. Cannot dwell on that. I'm going to go out for a few drinky winkies tonight. Go see my sister playing this show, raising money for cancer. So don't forget, folks, it is absolutely free to subscribe to this channel. If you click that notification bell, you will get all our videos as we upload them, and a thumbs up would be very nice. So until next time, it will either be Carper or Larford probably Larford goldenrod qualifier next week for the next video, so look out for that one. Take care, folks, and I shall see you pretty soon at Larford Lakes, and don't forget to fish on.